Part of managing a home is keeping it clean. And so today I'm going to kind of run through a couple things that I do to keep my home tidy, kind of, as best as I can. A lot of people have an issue trying to keep like nooks and crannies and corners and things clean. You know, stuff kind of collects on surfaces wherever they are. So I'm just gonna kind of go through a little bit of how I keep my stuff in order, my home kind of organized a little bit. And they're really easy tips, like super easy. And so since I'm here, I'm going to, in the bathroom, I'm going to show you kind of what I do in the bathroom here. I have a thing for like clean bathroom surfaces. I feel like it's a good feeling to start the day with a clean bathroom, a clean bedroom, and I know a lot of people have an issue with that, putting laundry in the laundry basket and stuff, but it's really easy. First of all, I have this thing back here. It's actually 3 little pieces, but this stuff, I mean, we keep our toothpaste and stuff. There's ponytails for the kids, makeup, hairpins. Everything kind of goes in there, and that is how I organize our bathroom counter. It's really easy. There's not really much in here or in here because the kids will get into them. And down here, we have child safety locks, which I love. But down here, if you'll see, I have baskets. And that is for like, we got our hair stuff in this one. Like hair, like gel and shampoo, extra shampoo and conditioner and all that stuff in there. This is like curling iron, hair dryer stuff. So basically, to keep my bathroom clean, when I use something, I put it back. If I dry my hair, I wrap the dryer up when I'm done with it, like right away, and I put it in the basket. And if I hairspray my hair, I put it right back where it came from in the cabinet. So that's how I keep the bathroom clean. Really easy. And I just told my friend this the other day, instead of picking it up, using it, and putting it down, instead of putting it down, put it away, because chances are where you're using it is like right there where you got it from anyway. Might as well just stick it back where it came from. Avoid the mess at the end that you have to end up picking up or leave if you're in a hurry. So that's the bathroom. Sorry, I seem winded. I am 38 weeks pregnant and ready to just be done, but it's not like it's super easy to breathe anymore. Here's an easy one. I use a bookshelf for my clothes. My husband doesn't really care what he does. His end up in the closet. But as far as my like shirts and stuff, fold them up and stick them on a shelf. Doesn't even matter what kind of shelf it is. Just stick them on a shelf instead of the floor, or instead of draping them over things and just leaving them for like a week, which I do. I've been guilty of that, especially recently, being as lazy bum as I have been. But that's one way to keep the clothes off the floor and off of your surfaces, like your dresser and whatnot, right? Closet's really easy. Just hang things up instead of dropping them on the floor. If something's dirty, put it in the laundry basket, which we have down here. It's really not too bad. That's pretty much our upstairs. Super easy. I'm going to be the first to admit that my house is really not super clean right now. I have been kind of slacking, which is fine. I have an excuse. But if you have kids, teach your kids to pick up after themselves. If they're old enough to make a mess, they're old enough to pick it up. So even my 2-year-old, I have him pick up his clothes too. In his room, like when they take their clothes off at the end of the day to put their jammies on, then he puts his clothes in the laundry basket too. And my girls, the same thing. We haven't exactly gotten up here to do that today, but other than that, this room, there are no toys in their bedroom. I don't do toys. There's a dresser. We have their dresser, and we have their beds, and that is the extent of their room. That is all. And they had a sleepover on the floor last night with each other during nap time, so that's why there's blankets on the floor. Their closet That is all that is in their closet. And I actually haven't finished putting laundry away. That's why there's all these empty hangers. I have a lot to do with that. There's nothing down here where they can like step on and like play dress up with their clothes during the day. There's nothing down there because they have done that and it makes a big huge mess, and then I have to, it's a headache to try to get on their case to try to put things away later on because they whine about it, and you know how kids get. They're like 3 and almost 5. That's what they do. They throw fits about putting stuff away. And everything else is up at the top where I can get it, but they cannot. And so we like that. And the same goes in my little boy's room too. There's not really toys in here. There's some, but they don't play up here a lot because our rule is we don't play in the bedrooms. These are for like the days that I need to take a shower and they need to be occupied while I'm in there. That's about it. In here, same thing. They don't really go in this one. The girls don't, and the little man isn't really old enough to care. And he's a boy. I don't know if he will. Again, you'll notice that they don't have clothes because I haven't done laundry. I'll get to that at some point. Anyway, we're done with upstairs. Let's go see what I have downstairs. You'd think all these stairs would put me into labor, like, sooner than later. I would hope, actually. Okay, we'll start in the kitchen since we're down here. Anyway. Oh, here we have our little organization system for school and whatnot, calendar, everything. Like, it's like my home management station. And since I'm homeschooling, since I'm homeschooling, I have like pockets for each of them to keep all their stuff in. I just emptied these the other day because of, you know, nesting and stuff. I just cleared all their artwork out of here and here, but that's where they put their stuff in it and doodling so it doesn't end up all over the house, which usually it does anyway, but at least I'm trying here. So at least it's nice because it's a surface, but it's like an up and down wall surface. It's not like countertop and it doesn't end up all over my counter. I like for it to not end up all over my counter. It does, but anyway. So drawers. That's the best I can organize my drawer. We're really big fans of these Melissa and Doug toys, the wood toys that you have, I'm sure, heard of by now. They're kind of a big deal lately. So like we have like a stamp one. This was from this wood like little container here. That was from stamps. Just emptied the stamps out, put them in a separate bin that I can seal and stack in the cabinet back there. Puzzles, whatever, all these different containers. I basically just emptied and put the toys in different places, and I use that in the drawer. This is like my stuff drawer, but it is organized in order. Everything has a place, and they don't end up just shoved in a drawer. So if I need something, I can find it. Let's see what I have in here. Can't really see my spices, but there they are, all labeled and stuck on the shelf there. There's not really a whole lot in the kitchen that needs to be organized. Everything kind of just goes on shelves. Okay, front closet. I like to think that even if it's not full of stuff, at least I have a shelf in here in case I need to put something away or something needs a spot that doesn't have a spot already. It's kind of the extension of my kitchen. I use most of my mason jars, but for the ones that I don't, they stay up here. This is like lost and found toys that have places, but we haven't found them yet. It's a front closet, so there's only so much you can do with it, other than like coats and stuff, you know. But there I have, at the top, I have baskets. I like baskets and bins, and like that's how I keep my stuff organized. And I have all my 31 bags up there. That's where I keep all that stored because I don't have a place anywhere else for it. But they're organized. Keep it off the floor and they're not anywhere else, and I'm not going to trip over them all day, so we got that going for us. Okay, toys, crafts, all that good stuff. I also have the same bookshelf that I have upstairs in my bedroom. I have down here 2 more. And they're set, they're supposed to go by each other, but whatever, utilize your space the way you can, right? So in this one, I have crafts, and everything. Lots of stackable bins. We like those because they hold things like beads and puzzle pieces and like string and stuff, you know, stuff that you don't want floating around your house. Yes, paint too. This one's our little paint basket, cubby bin thing, whatever. This is cool. It's like a little, I don't know, I got it for Christmas for the kids one year from my mom. It's got like all the little craft pieces in it. There's mosaic pieces and there's little foam pieces and ribbon and stuff. But it is in drawers. That's my favorite part. And actually I have another one in my office that I'm sure we'll get to later that I emptied, and I put all the other little pieces in storage. All these, I put all the little pieces that didn't fit in these drawers into storage, and I use that container, that system on my desk for like pins, like just stuff. We'll see when we get there. I got a couple little 31 little bins. These are handy. I've got some, there's where I put the stamps in that one. And little like hole punch kind of letter punch things. These things. Keeps them in one place, right? What do you need? I like stackable bins. So like these stack really nicely. You can get these things for a couple bucks at like, I think I got these things at Walmart, but you can get them at like Target or I don't really shop anywhere else. Target and Walmart. They're nice to stack, they lock. Kids are big enough where they can unlock them. But I think the biggest factor in having these low and unlockable is that you teach the kids not to just pull them out and dump them everywhere. You teach them to take them out and play with them one at a time and then put them back when they're done. And they do it. Like if you're on them about them consistency, they're fine. And then you don't have to worry about them being on the bottom shelf because that's kind of where they are. So that's our craft cabinet. Remember, I'm just going through like how to organize things, because if you don't have a system of organization for everything, you're not going to have a place to put anything. If you don't have a place to put anything, then your house is going to start looking like it's going to fall apart, which is how people end up with stuff all over, surfaces all over their house, and that's how it becomes overwhelming. So come up with a system to clean it up, and then you'll be fine. That's kind of what I'm going over now, if you haven't already figured that out. Diapers and wipes and stuff for my little guy. Again, another basket, because I like those. These are the ones I can access easily, but they're all in one place. They don't float around my house. Yep. I just had the kids pick up because I'm going to vacuum, so that's why it looks clean. It's never like this, but at least it looks like nice now for a short time until later on when they pull more out. Toys and stuff go on this shelf all the way across, and I don't care what shelf they go on as long as they're put on a shelf. There's some that I have like a system for, obviously. Here we have like our animal toys in this animal bin. All the animals and the little animal toys and the little guys and stuff that they play with go in this bin. They don't go in like the truck bin, they go in this bin, and I'm still working on them with that. But at least they're in a bin, and they're on a shelf. All the other stuff, blankets, we have like bowls and books, those kind of things. Little pieces of our castle, those kind of things. As long as they're on the shelf and not on the floor, nobody's tripping on them and stepping on them, then we're good. That's put away. You know, put the toys away so get them on the shelf, off the floor. That's all that matters. Okay, again, we have, this is a main floor bathroom. You really can't get that dirty because the bedrooms are all upstairs. So that's kind of where all the activity happens. But this is like a really important part of every person's house is the main floor bathroom. It should always be somewhat neat. So keep that surface clean. It shouldn't be too difficult, but at least you've got the appearance of nice in your house when people come over. In the hall here I had my husband stick a couple little hooks in the middle of the hallway for the kids' coats and scarves and hats and all that good stuff. And that way they have a place to put their coats, because if you have them in the closet, the kids can't reach them. And they can't like reach the hangers and to hang the coats all the way up. So at least now they have a place to put them so they're not on the floor. They don't just drop them when they get into the house. So everything has a place. I think organization in the laundry room is my most important part of the house because I spend a lot of time in here. There's 5 and almost 6 of us in our family, and it's super vital that this room stays somewhat clean and it's not a very big room. So I don't really want everything piled all over the floor, and so I had to come up with a system for this. And our system is really just this closet. It's supposed to be like the coat closet because our garage door is right there. But instead of that, like I said, we have these hooks down here for the kids. And we have these hooks for mom and dad because they're at the end of the room and they're not really in the way. But as far as laundry goes, here we have bins on a huge shelf in the closet. There is darks, which is all done. I did laundry yesterday. Lights and kids, which because there are 3 of them now, I have to go buy like 1 or 2 more baskets, and there will be 4. And so I'm going to separate boys and girls, but whatever. The point is that they're in baskets, and they're in several baskets. It's not like I have to go and sort through laundry every single time I do laundry because I sort through them. I sort them into baskets. You get the idea. Anyway. So then for our winter gear, because it is right on the other side of the garage door over here, this is kind of our like entryway, our main entryway. This is another cubby, the same one that is in the front closet in the living room that we were just in. And I was a 31 consultant, if you didn't already get that. So I have all these really cool bins, and you can get like really simple basic bins at like Target or Walmart or wherever, probably other home stores too, but they fit in here perfectly. This is like my winter gear, my scarves and hats and mittens and all my stuff, and this is my husband's because we want ours up where the kids aren't gonna like pull it out and play with it. My tennis shoes, boots, I keep my boots up here because I'm like too hugely huge to try to like lean down on the floor and pick them up all the time. Down here though, we have pink for the girls. This is their hats and mittens and stuff, nice on the shelf. And this is their shoes and boots right there. And boys, which there's only 1 right now, but there will be 2, and so that will be nice and full too. Hat, mitten, scarves, outside essential gear, shoes, boots. But it's all in one place, and it's up and down. It's like up and down storage is my favorite and it's not laid out all over your floor. That's kind of what we're going for when we're trying to keep our house in order. Every office is a little bit of a mess, right? This is our office, and it's pretty clean for the most part, but anyway, here, more up and down storage for paper, construction paper, printer paper, picture paper, doodle paper, every kind of paper you can think of, and clipboards and like memo pads and all that good stuff. Up and down storage, all the way down to the floor. We have more cabinet space in here in the closet. More bins. Bins you can stack. You can put things in and you can stack them all the way up. And they're organized. Everything's distributed between the boxes they belong in. Husband's desk. He's even got a little bit of organization going on. He's got some kind of file system. I don't know what he does over here. But, and then he's also got trays and things, his papers and stuff go on over here. Mine, being mom and kind of busy, gets kind of messy, so I have an Elsa dress that I need to sew up because there's holes in it. Normally my desk is pretty clean, but it's kind of falling apart. I have the same file folders that are in the kitchen are on this bar here. That is a curtain rod, and I have these folders hanging here. Again, I kind of cleaned out all the folders recently, so we're working on that. Keeping organized, like keeping your papers organized, Lots of people have bulletin boards. Stick with that. It's a really easy method to keep stuff off your desk. I have stuff on my desk, but that's not the point. I have one of these in the other room too. I should have gone over. This is like, I keep all of our school stuff in here. We have like, actually the worksheets are on my desk because I'm going through those. But like the little books for, because I'm, like I said, I'm schooling. This is like the K-5 stuff for next year, and I'll be filling that kind of as I gain paperwork and stuff for their schooling and everything. But, oh, right. Okay, so here's this file system, or this little drawer system that I was talking about earlier. I emptied all the crafts out of this, and now I have like clips in here. Yes. Let's see what else I have. I have lots of office stuff in here.
Can I open this?
Okay, like I've got push pins, if you can see them, safety pins, little things. You know, these little command strips. But my point of that is, you don't need to see everything that's in it. But that was like a craft bin. You kind of have to get creative with this. The supplies that you receive. That was a Christmas gift. But took all the craft stuff out, and now I can use it for other things. I suggested that if we got another one at any point or anything similar, we could also use it in the garage. My husband can use it for like nuts and bolts and nails and all the whatever tools that he uses and stuff. Use those kind of things. Get creative with your organizing skills. If you are not an organized person, it's a really good habit to start and to get yourself into, like as soon as you possibly can, because it will help your life significantly. So I think that's all. We don't want to see my basement. My basement has lots of shelves and lots of stuff on the shelves, but it is a disaster, and it's cold, and I don't want to go down there because the kids will follow me and make me irritated. Hi. Okay, well, that ended up a lot longer than I expected it to, but I hope you learned something, and we'll see what I come up with next.